Yo, what is good? It's that boy Gibbs back with another one. And today we are talking Alex Perez versus Pantoja. Man, and it's gonna be a good one. This is actually a rematch. Where Pantoja got a submission win. And yeah, man, we're gonna see what happens in this one. But before that, we'll be going over last week, and that was UFC 300. We had a week off, but UFC 300, we'll go over that real quick. Where I went 8-5. Um, I had Davis Figueiredo. I had Bobby Green. Oh, hold on. I got to share my screen with you guys. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Let me share my screen. All right. There we go. So I had Davis and Figueiredo. I had, and that was a good win. Cody Garbrandt was looking good in the beginning. Bobby Green, he pieced Jim Miller up, man. I'm 2-0 at this point. And the split decision for Jessica Andrade, I did not have that. Next up, man, Jalen Turner's a quitter. I did not have that, man. I don't want to hear Jalen Turner's name no more. Diego Lopez, I had that. I'm 4-2 at this point. Kayla Harrison had that 5-2. Aljo 6-2. Yuri, I did not have that. 6-3. Bo Nickel, I had that 7-3. Armin Sarukian, I had that 8-3. I did not have Justin Gaethje losing to that, excuse me. 8-4 to this point, and then 7-4 to this point. And then Weili Zhang, she was getting pieced and rocked up a little bit, in my opinion. But yep, that's 7-5 at this point. And then I actually switched the pick, and I went Alex Pereira. So yeah, I actually went 8-5. So not the best week, but it was a good betting week. I would say, like, up 3 units, nothing too crazy. But I didn't make too many bets either, because I don't know, something about that car had me a little sketched out. Maybe I was doing a little bit too much thinking about it, one could say. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the first fight of the night, where we have Mahashate versus Gabriel Benavidez. And if we're gonna go ahead and look at the tail of the tape, you got Mahashate, 24 years old, Gabriel Benavidez, 35 years old, 5'8" for Benavidez, 6 foot for Mahashate, half an inch reach advantage for Mahashate. If we're gonna take a look at the odds real quick, let me go ahead and go to that real quick. So, crap. So opening odds, actually for Mahashate were minus 235. And then Gabriel Benavidez was a plus 180. And now the odds have now came to Mahashate being only a minus 230 favorite to a plus 180. Actually, is that the same odds? Okay, yeah, never mind. That line hasn't moved too much, excuse me. But to be honest with you, I think this is a good style matchup for Mahashate. Can Gabriel Benavidez come in here and get some good work in? Absolutely. I think you truly can. But in this matchup, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mahashate to go ahead and get it done and get rid of this 2-fight losing streak that he's currently on. Next up, we will be going to Ivana Petrovic versus Na Liang. And if we're gonna go through the tail of the tape real quick, we got 6-1 for Petrovic, 19-7 for Na Liang, plus 350 for Na Liang, minus 450 for Petrovic, 29 years old for Petrovic, 27 years old for Na Liang, 5'8" for Petrovic, and 5'5" for Na Liang. But yeah, Petrovic's gonna actually have a 3-inch reach advantage, so that should be big. I'm thinking in this fight where we're gonna see Petrovic, getting off her takedowns and all of that. But I think there is a world where Na Liang can get her to the ground and submit her early, because we've seen JJ versus JJ Aldrich, man. I would say she was looking pretty good. So we'll go Na Liang to go ahead and lose to Petrovic by probably, like, I would say, ground and pound by TKO. And Na Liang, this will be her last fight in the UFC. Isn't she like on like a 3-fight losing streak? Yeah, she's on a 3-fight losing streak. It will be 4 after this fight. Next up, we got Morning Man versus Caitlin Souza. And yeah, man, I think that Morning Man's not UFC caliber. To be honest with you, she's very pretty, but this isn't a looks contest. And I think Caitlin Souza, the more handsome fighter in this one, the more handsome fighter is gonna get it done, man. Nah, but for real though, I think that she's the more physical fighter, and physicality is gonna absolutely pay her dividends in this fight. Um, minus 340 in women's MMA. Can I see you land minus 340 in women's MMA? Absolutely not. But I think that Josephine could, I don't even know how to say her last name. Um, I don't know. I just feel like Morning Man is not UFC caliber, to be honest with you. And I'm going Caitlin Souza. Let's not make that too complicated. We'll look at the odds real quick too. Caitlin Souza, yeah, yeah, plus 350, plus 255. Yeah. Mm. Okay, next up, we have Dontel Mays versus Kyle Machado. And to be honest with you, I think Dontel Mays sucks. I think he's terrible. Like, look at this guy, man. Could you like would you want to put money on this guy? I'm asking you a serious question. Would you want to put money on this dude? I know I ain't putting no money on this guy, man. Um, I think Caio Bigfoot Machado, he's gonna get in here and he's gonna have a better cardio. And I just feel like things are gonna get ugly for him, man. I think the first round is Dontel Mays. But I don't see Machado getting clipped with anything big. I think Dontel Mays is terrible. He's not UFC caliber. And yeah, let's go ahead and get him out of here. What I will say is I do have Machado. What I will say is where is that fight at? All right, so yeah, it's minus 113 now. And in the beginning, it was not minus 113. It was minus 140 for Dontel Mays. So the line crashed. And we did have a fight canceled on here. Gabe Green versus James Yontop. That fight got canceled. I actually had the dog, but Gabe Green withdrew. So I was gonna have a breakdown for that fight. So I basically wasted my life right there. Um, yeah, man. We're gonna keep it rolling, man. Let's go. Let's go. We got Austin Hubbard versus Mikhail Figlak. And I think this can be a pretty good fight. We got Austin Thud Hubbard, 32 years old, Mikhail Figlak, 27 years old, both 5'10" and 1 inch reach advantage for 71 to 70 for Austin Hubbard. I think that this is a fight where Mikhail Figlak comes in here and he gives Michael Hubbard, I call him Michael, Austin Hubbard trouble. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, we've seen this style of matchup give Austin Hubbard trouble. Vince Pichel gave him trouble, and that's when he got kicked from the UFC. And I feel like Figlak is a better version of he's a better version of him. Let me go get the odds on this bad boy. What's the odds on this joint? Michael Figlak minus 150 on one is a favorite. Austin Hubbard plus 118, 1-3 is a underdog. Yeah, man, go ahead and give me Figlak, to be honest with you. I just think that this is a spot where he wins, man. It's just a spot where I think he wins. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and slide over to the next one, where we have Ronnie Yaya versus Victor Henry. And to be honest with you, this line is fucking wide. Like, I don't understand how this line is what it is. Like, Ronnie Yaya, man, I know he's had a pretty padded record in the UFC. And I mean, I get it, but I mean, he got knocked out by Montel Jackson. Okay, I get that. What would happen? What would happen to him if he got knocked out? Well, what would happen to Victor Henry if he fought Montel Jackson? Okay, then. All right. You know, I think that they're like, what's the odds on this thing? Like minus 670. Like, come on, minus 670. You just seen that ugly face. This line is ugly. minus 670 for Victor Henry. What? I can tell you somebody. Shoot, I guess. I mean, I was gonna give you somebody more justifiable of this tag. I don't know. I guess not. Go ahead and give me Victor Henry, but please do not bet this fight. Next up, we have the first fight on the main card. I didn't roll up anything for this fight, but I do have my LVP on, and if you got some gas, hit it with me. This is about to get crazy. Oh shit. Next up, we got Tim Means versus Euros Medic. And this is a damn good fight. If we're talking about Strikers Delights, I need a song every time we got Strikers Delight. I need to just play song Strikers Delight. Strikers Delight. You got a Strikers Delight, y'all. And that's usually in the Strikers Delight, someone falls. We both know that. Tim Means, 33-15. Euros Medic, 9-2. Big experience advantage for Tim Means. But when we're talking Strikers Delight, a guy who makes his money on the feet, Yo Chen got an expiration date. That's all I gotta say. Yo Chen got an expiration date, and you can't tell me that all of these knockouts that bro has endured, you can't tell me as of recent he's been getting submitted. But you can't tell me that, this dude can't be slept. Tim Means been knocked out 4 times in his career, twice. What I will say though, that's the dirty bird. He's 20-2 to the knockout. The boy can get some knockouts, that's for sure. Coming into the UFC, he was a big knockout artist. Give me Euros Medic. I think he's gonna knock Tim Means out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Means is looking good early. Next up, we got Jonathan Pierce versus David Onama. And from here on out, well, I mean, not. Just pay attention to the video. Let's go through the tail of the tape real quick, though. Jonathan Pierce, 31. David Onama, 29. 6 foot for Jonathan Pierce. You're surprised he's the taller fighter here. David Onama, 5'11", 74 inch reach for David Onama. Excuse me. Jonathan Pierce, 71. 3-inch reach advantage for David Onama. I just feel like this is a fight where David Onama is gonna be the more active fighter. I feel like he's gonna be the more comfortable fighter on the feet, and I feel like Jonathan Pierce, man, I don't know. I feel like there's a dog that's lacking there in him. He ain't got that dog. He got a dog, but he ain't got a dog. Yeah, he ain't got that roof. I feel like he ain't got that doggy dog. I don't know. I feel like David Onama has shown that he's got big tread on the tires. I feel like the one fight where we didn't see him look good was that Nate Landwehr fight, man. Nate Landwehr. Oh man, that was bad. That was bad. That was a bad look. That was bad look. No bullshit. I definitely no bullshit. I just had a flashback on that David Onama when he was getting beat up by Nate Landwehr. And I mean, there's a world where Jonathan Pierce gets David Onama to the ground and he's just controlling him. We've seen Nate Landwehr get him to the ground. But I'm going to dog, man. Give me that dog, man. Give me the dog. Roof. Give me the dog, man. I think David Onama is going to come in here and he's going to clip Jonathan Pierce early. And man, when he gets you hurt early, it ain't something you want, man. So yeah, man, go ahead and give me the dog. Next up, we got Gianta Denise versus Austin Lane. And I think this is gonna be a pretty good fight, folks. We got Gianta Denise coming in making his UFC debut at 6-0, coming off the Contender Series. Austin Lane, he's coming off the Contender Series as well. But in his UFC debut, he poked Justin Tafa in the eye. And that fight stopped early. Then they fought again, and he got tracked down early by Justin Tafa. I just feel like, he got tracked down and he just didn't have a response for it. You know, but I won't hold that too much against him because what would Justin Tafa do to Denise? That's what I thought. I feel like this guy Denise, this guy's slow, man. This dude's super slow. He is potent when it comes to when he does land, because he's low output, but when he lands, man, seems like it hurts people. And that's scary. Just imagine being in there with somebody who's just trying to take your head off, man. That's scary. Let's go take a look at who he's fought, because he's only fought 6 people. He's a kickboxer. I forgot to mention that. But it's not like he was a world beater kickboxer though. Like he's lost fights in kickboxing. Like, let's make that clear. Yeah, so he has not left the first round. Forgot to mention that. Yeah. I think if Austin Lane can extend this guy, I feel like things can get really good and greasy, because we haven't seen this guy extended. And I mean, if you take a look at his losses, he's losing head kick, 3rd round in kickboxing. It's only like 5 rounds in kickboxing, depending on what promotion you're in. Unanimous decision loss, corner stoppage, round 2, unanimous decision loss, unanimous decision loss. He did get a win right there. But I just thought Austin Lane, if he can extend this kid, he can surely get a win. And I'm going Austin Lane to do as such, because we've seen that Austin Lane doesn't need first round knockouts. Like, he has a 4th round knockout. He has a 2nd round knockout. He does like to get his work done early. So if you want to parlay this fight to not hit round, I would say fight to not go the distance, because either this fight is in the first round, or I feel like, it's going to maybe be a decision win by Lane. Although I think I've seen Lane has not went to a decision or something. Yeah, he's never been a decision in his career. So he's not out here point fighting. That's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and slide over to the next one, if that's okay with y'all. And it's going to go ahead and be Karine Silva versus Ariana Lipski. And I got Ariana Lipski at I got Karine Silva at what was the opening line? I got Karine Silva at plus 112. I didn't get her at plus 122 like you guys seen, but I did get her at plus 112. So I'm happy, especially where the line is right now. It's minus 146. Like I have down here, opened up as a plus 122 favorite. I think Karine Silva, like I just told you guys, are better. So I think she's going to win. I think she's the more potent finisher, and she has the higher ceiling. Like Ariana Lipski, this is just a girl that we were just seeing on a 3-fight losing streak. So you're telling me she's going to beat Karine Silva? Fuck no. Nah, let's make this quick. Go ahead and give me Karine Silva. Next up, we got Ryan Superman Spann versus Bogdan Guskov. And I'm going to go do a little cut, but I'm going to hit some gas real quick. All right. We got Ryan Superman Spann minus 175 in his matchup. Actually, he's a plus 205 now. Guskov coming in as a plus 158 dog. I'm going Ryan Superman Span, but let's do the tail of the tape. Minus 175. Uh, just gave you guys the new odds. Um, 32 years old for Ryan Span. Guskov, 31 years old. 6'5" for Span. 6'3" for Guskov. 81.5-inch reach for Span. 76 for Guskov. And that's gonna be trouble here because this guy's trying to knock you out. And if Span is the one fighting behind his jab, like he has shown recently, I think that he's in the world where Ryan Span's in a lot of trouble. Um, Bogdan, the guy who has the disadvantage, is going to be in trouble. Excuse me. That gas is hard, bro, from the dispensary. That shit's busting. But nah, man. I think Ryan Span's gonna get it done, and he's gonna look good. This is a bounce back spot for him because Ryan Span, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. He got triangle in the first round by Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov is a guy that we should see more, man. Why doesn't he fight more? And then Ryan Span, he had Ryan Span, and then Anthony Smith had won a split decision over bro. So I just feel like yeah, man, go ahead and give me Ryan Superman Span. Main event of the evening. We got Mateusz Nicolau versus Alex Perez. And yeah, man, 31 years old for Nicolau, 32 years old for Perez. Both 5'6" and a half an inch reach advantage for Nicolau. I think this is a fight where Nicolau is going to be doing what he does, and he's going to be, just doing what he does. Um, Looking good, throwing a jab out of there, and he's going to be looking good until he's not. I think Alex Perez is going to find a big shot. He's probably going to have half as much as output as Nicolau, but Nicolau's chin, man. He's only lost 3 times, but man, this guy's chin's so fucking suspect. He's lost by knockout in all 3 of his losses, and this guy gets cracked a lot. He's been around a lot. He's taken a lot of punches on his face. He's a flyweight. I don't know, man. I think this guy Nicolau. I think he's Nicolau. He's mid, man. That shit. He's Reggie. I think Perez on the feet, he's gonna be that gas, and I feel like he's gonna sleep this dude. I don't give a fuck about odds, man. Don't call me, oh, he's the favorite. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about odds, and that's what you have to understand with Sports Fanatic Gibbs. I don't care about the odds. If I think that team's gonna win, I'm rolling with the dog. I don't got a dog, but I be patting my dog head. How we doing, dog? Give me the motherfucking dog. I feel like Alex Perez, man, this dude's hungry, man. He showed versus Mikhaev he's not done yet. I just think there's more juice in the tank. I mean, I ain't gonna say more juice in the tank, but I just feel like Perez is hungry. He stays hungry. He stays ready. He trains out there in Colorado. I just think this is a fight where Perez gets it done. And also, before I leave that fight, I think Perez's 5-round abilities, because they both have good cardio, but I think Perez's cardio is better because we seen Mikhaev fade in the beginning. But let me go over the picks first. I got Mahashate by TKO. I got Petrovic by TKO. I got Kalen Souza by decision. I got Kyle Machado by decision or TKO. I got Mikhail Figlak by I would say decision. He's really a point fighter. I got Victor Henry by decision. I got Euros Medic by TKO. I got David Onama by TKO. I got Austin Lane by decision or TKO. I got Kareem Silva by submission. I have Ryan Superman Span by, I would say, submission. And then I have Alex Perez by TKO or submission. That was it. That was the picks. Next up for next week's card, we will have UFC 301, UFC 301, and I will be fucking definitely coming with some heat on that card. But until then, we're gonna do what we do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let the music roll.